Ahead of the first ODI between India and South Africa that will take place in Ranchi, KL Rahul came for the press conference. Yes, KL Rahul is the stand-in skipper for the 3 ODI series because Shubman Gill has not yet recovered from his neck injury that he sustained. So Shubman Gill most likely will be back for the New Zealand games. Let's see how it pans out. But KL Rahul was pretty blunt. He was pretty honest in that 10-minute long PC that took place in Ranchi today. Now, everybody's questions were on the obvious bit, on Rohit, Sharma and Virat Kohli. On Rohit and Virat coming back into the dressing room after the Australia series, KL Rahul mentioned, their importance is huge. They make the dressing room feel a lot more confident. Now, this comes in the backdrop of a very interesting development that has happened with the BCCI scheduled to have a meeting next week in Ahmedabad after the end of the ODI series against South Africa. There they will actually ensure that there is a blueprint that Rohit and Virat's roles and what is it that they expect from them is going to come out. But KL Rahul has already stated that when they come into the dressing room, they give the dressing room that confident vibe and they ensure that that winning feeling is around. But specifically on Virat Kohli, why he is one of the greats of the game. KL Rahul called him an ODI master because the success to Virat Kohli, why he is so good. KL mentioned, taking singles is as important as hitting boundaries. That's something Virat has done so well in his career. In the dressing room, we talk with him about how to improve. He's a master of ODI cricket. I mean, the number of singles that Virat Kohli's taken is far greater than most batsmen's ODI careers. That is Virat Kohli in a nutshell for you. He knows the moment. He knows that he's the ultimate chase master. He can always ensure that, yes, he is there when India need to be crossed over the line. He calculates it effortlessly, and that's why Virat, when you look at the ODI format, he's one of the greatest that is there currently. There is Sachin Tendulkar and then there is the rest. Remember, he's now second in the all-time list in ODI runs. So that's why Virat is the ODI master for a reason that has been described by KL Rahul. But the obvious questions came about spin. Now, Kolkata and Guwahati, you didn't do well in Kolkata on a spinning deck, and in Guwahati, you struggled against Simon Harmer. Why is India struggling so much against spin? Firstly, that we are trying to overcome the disappointments of Kolkata and Guwahati. That's what KL Rahul emphasized. But on spin, he had a rather blunt and you may say rather awkward take on the situation. He said, we are trying to find ways to play spin bowling better. I don't know the answer as to why players from the past used to play spin better. The likes of Sehwag, the likes of Dravid, the likes of Lakshman, Gambhir, everybody played spin brilliantly in India. He doesn't have an answer as to why players in the past used to play spin better. It is simple. 3 major factors. You changed the very nature of wickets. You didn't go back to domestic to ensure that you got some of your basics correct. And third, because you overcorrected in trying to ensure you play seam and swing a little better, you have degraded in your spin bowling situation. That's about it. I wish the current generation asks the previous generation, how could you play spin better? And ask the BCCI, why are you tampering with the pitches? But on captaincy, remember KL Rahul and captaincy have had a rather awkward relationship. It's been 50-50. KL Rahul in his first series got whitewashed 3-0 in South Africa. But when South Africa came before the T20 World Cup in 2022, KL Rahul managed to win that series 2-1. Again against South Africa, he's getting his chance. He's mentioning, I have done this in the past. I have always enjoyed responsibility. That responsibility kind of came to bite him in the IPL. But when it comes to ODIs, yes, he seems to be confident enough that where he's going to be. But then he gave a major update on Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant is coming into the ODI setup after a gap of nearly 1.5 years. Is he going to play? KL Rahul mentioned for Rishabh, he is good to play as a specialist batter. If he is playing, he will take the gloves. So KL Rahul necessarily will not be your keeper. Rishabh Pant will be your keeper. We'll see tomorrow. So it adds further precedence to the fact that maybe Rishabh Pant might be your number 4. He could be your keeper. KL will bat at number 6. And then how will that go about? Maybe KL will, if you look at it, Pant will bat at 5, KL will bat at 6. It depends on the situation at this point because you need 2 batting slots. One, because Shreyas Iyer is in there, and one, Shubman Gill is in there. Shubman Gill's position is all but sealed at this point. Who's going to be replacing him? But then when you're in Ranchi, you have to ensure that you meet MS Dhoni. And the Indian team had a good session with him, a bonding session, a team dinner. And he mentioned about MS Dhoni. Having played under Dhoni, to know someone like MS, it's a great opportunity in life. If he comes to the ground, the excitement will be through the roof. I mean, indeed, if MS Dhoni can come to see the Indian cricket team play in that ODI, we all know where the camera is going to be. We all know the focus whenever there is a major event, who's going to be and what is the reaction that's going to happen. Now, giving chances to many people. Tilak Verma is in the ODI team. Will he get a chance? Ruturaj is in the ODI team. Will he get a chance? Dhruv Jurel, will he get a chance? KL Rahul mentioned, dynamics of our ODI top 5-6 is such, it is very settled. But Ruturaj has done well in limited opportunities. Looking forward to giving him the opportunity in the series. This is a big, big giveaway. Somewhere in the series, if India wins, if it's 2-0 and heading into the third ODI, Ruturaj will get a chance. Now, who goes out, that is debatable. Will Ruturaj open and Yashasvi sits out? That we don't know. We only know that Ruturaj will get a chance in this series if certain things works. For example, if India is 2-0 in the series, third is a dead rubber, we know that yes, you might get chances then. But on KL Rahul's position, it's clear. He said that he will bat at number 6. Virat will be your number 3. And then 4 and 5, depending on the team that they select tomorrow. Let's see how that pans out. So we are all gearing up for the first ODI. India are currently practicing in Ranchi at the time of doing this video. They will have a session until 4-5 o'clock. Let's see how India gear up after the disappointment of the 2-test series. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.